My name is Hima. My topic was a slice of another world. So when I first heard of that, I thought it'd be like how life in India is. So basically, I was born and raised in America, but like my family is from India. I've been to India quite a few times. I've stayed there for like a 2 month period, so I have an idea of what happens in India, what their life is like, how routine works. So I'm just gonna share my experience with you guys. The lifestyle here and the lifestyle there is very different. There's a misconception in India that there's people have different opinions about India. People think it's an overpopulated, corrupt nation, while other people think it's like a beautiful and cultured nation. It's like a mix of both. So like a basic intro of India, it's like a country with like over 100 different languages. Each region has their own language, with Hindi being its like national language. It's like the main means of communication among different people from different parts of the world, parts of the country. One misconception that I know is that people assume that people from India are all Hindus. That is not true. Yes, I'm a Hindu, but people in India, they could be Christians, they could be Hindu, they could be Muslim. So the religious ranges from different things. Not all of them are Hindu. The life in India is very different. So I'll just give you a base points on different types of incidents that happen in India that are different from here. I'll start off with family. People in India are very traditional, cultured, and very family-oriented people. And mostly they have family gatherings, I would say, regularly. There's people always in and out of every person's house. I'll be honest, the way I live here, it's not that case, and I don't like it that way. But in India, it's constantly people are over your house, you're constantly going to other people's house, you're maintaining relationships. It's a different way when you think about it, like how they maintain relationships, how you have to perceive other people, and not just for regular basis. When there's big festivals and stuff, you need to think about who you have to invite. It's not like, oh, I don't want to invite this person because I don't like this person. People will start to talk and stuff, saying that, oh, you did not invite this person since they are family or they're related to you in some sort of way. So keeping proper relationship is a really main concept in India. And not just people that are blood related. Your neighbors or anybody around you, they're considered family. Your friends are considered your family. So all of these people are important to each person, and in any event, you have to take into consideration all of them. So which is not very different from what it's like here. If you look at the roads here, you look at the cars here, everybody's going in a certain direction. Everybody's going one way or everybody's going the other. Everybody basically follows the rule. It's not the same in India. I went there when I was very young, so I didn't know the difference. But as I got older, I started to notice how the life is completely different. There, you're going one direction, you're going the other direction. There is no proper division of which way you would go. Traveling here is mostly by car or public transportation, while in India it's you gotta travel through either a motorcycle or a scooter, and people with cars are the cars are a luxury type sort. So people with cars they're kind of an upper class, but motorcycles are the means. If you see if there's a family of four, all four of them will be on a motorcycle or a scooter. So that's how they all travel. When I first I just went to India recently, and when I went, I'm not used to when you walk here, you see the car stops, you cross. There you're oh, I see a car, I have to rush. The car won't stop for you. You kind of gotta maneuver your way through. I had such difficulties doing that. I had to hold my aunt's hand or somebody's hand. I was I can't get through the street. So that is always a big difference. So people here having to travel there, it's always a slight difficulty. Also, people there honk a lot, and when I mean a lot, it is rare to not hear a place honk. So the only times you don't hear honk is in small roads or stuff like that where there's barely any cars or vehicles. Main roads constantly honking. Here we honk to alert people. There they honk to tell people, get out of the way, I'm coming through. So I've always hated that concept there. So whenever I go there, like people are in a traffic jam, literally nobody can move, but everybody's honking. I think it's the dumbest thing, I'll be honest. I'm like, there's no way you can move. Why are you guys honking? But I guess just living here, I barely hear honking, so I get very irritated very quickly when I hear constant honking, and that too for no apparent reason. So that is very different there that you gotta get used to. I mean, I understand, like, now going off of like language and stuff, I understand Hindi, I understand Gujarati, I speak it, but because I've been here for so long, like even my Indian friends, when I communicate with them in English. So like my first language I would always go to is English. So like when I'm over there, I try as much as I can to talk in the native language, but when there's like some sort of difficulty, like English is the first thing that comes out of my mouth. So like clearly people can tell from there, like you aren't there all the time. So like because of the way I speak and stuff, but people are always very accommodating to like if you have a difficulty in the language barrier and stuff like that. If you look here, we have Walmart, we have Target, we have like grocery stores. There it's like a open market, so like you would have to go in and like there's people with like even like the similar like vegetables or fruit, they would be like in all different locations. So it's like everybody like based on what they grow and stuff, that's what they're selling. So it's like everything is open. You would go there, you would see what you want, you would bargain with the seller to get the best price, and that's how like usually all the food is bought. I went bargaining once with my aunt while she like started doing that. I was like, I can't do this. I like the solid prices where I just need to pay and like get out. I can't do the bargaining stuff, but it's kind of nice to see how people bargain with each other. The schooling is very different. When I first went there, I was like, I hated when people like they went to school, but then after that they had to go to tuitions afterward. Schooling system is very different here. People tend to learn in school, like during their school hours, and then you just get homework. And if you need extra help, you get tuitions. Over there, there's this thing where school is just school. Like you don't really learn. You learn more in tuitions than you learn during the actual school session, which I think is very bizarre. So like there's an importance in like having students or having their kids go to tuition after school. So that is something I was like, that doesn't make much sense to me, but every student is expected to go to tuition classes after. Tuition's like when you like go to this person, like I don't know, like a random person that is not like a teacher, but like they teach like whatever you learned in school and like help you with your homework and like properly teach you what you were supposed to really learn in school. And like there they have public schools have a negative connotation to them. So every person wants to send their school to like a private school, and that always cost a lot of money. So only people with like who have good, like they can afford it, tend to go to private schools, while others go to public schools, but public schools aren't well equipped to teach kids. So kind of like the Indian culture, it's really nice with all the different festivals that come in that we get to take part in, all the different types of clothing we get to wear. I think my favorite part about being Indian is the outfits that I get. I have like a whole closet full of so many different Indian wears. My mom has so many saris, which I love to wear. So I think my favorite part is the dressing up, the jewelry and all that. But it's festivals, it's culture. It has it brings you back to your roots. And being here, like most Indians in my area in India are vegetarian. I still follow that here. I am a pure vegetarian. I go to temple. I believe in God. So like whatever is in India, like I still follow here. It's just in a different atmosphere, in a different environment. I follow it to my best abilities in the United States. So it still differs from India, but I'm still connected to my roots, sort of say. Okay, so I'll definitely say that I am proud to be an Indian. I will say an Indian American, since I am in America. Having a different culture in your life, it definitely shapes who you are as a person. you get to understand other people's culture, other people's lifestyles. I think it's a great way to learn about other people. It's like it has their own identity connected to where their roots are from. So being an Indian, I'm connected to my Indian roots. Somebody else could be connected to their roots. It just creates a diverse community where people just accept each other for who they are, and it just creates a unity, I guess, sort of say. So I would say I'm proud to be an Indian. So I thank you for all listening to me. I hope you guys got a glimpse of what India's life is like, and have a slice of another world. I want to thank Kalia for letting me do this. This was really nice to give my experience of India to you all, for you guys to see the real India, I guess. So I just want to thank you.